Welcome back to This Is Not CBC.
Surprise, surprise, Brookfield. Yep, the same giant firm that made Mark Carney rich is quietly cashing in again. This time using two old dams in Powell River, British Columbia. And what used to power local jobs and families is now being eyed for export to the U.S. Let's unpack it.
In Powell River, one of the local communities that I represent, two hydro dams provided a clean, reliable, and cost-effective source of electricity for over 100 years. Electricity that powered the local pulp mill, created thousands of jobs, and quite literally built this amazing and beautiful city. That was until the mill fell into financial trouble and was forced to sell the dam as a distressed asset to guess who? Brookfield, a company that registers its subsidiaries in Bermuda and has avoided paying more than $6 billion in Canadian taxes. And now we find out they want to use this amazing asset not to create Canadian jobs, not to power Canadian homes, but to export all of the electricity to the United States with no benefit to the people of Powell River, BC, or Canada. But to export this power, they need a permit from this federal government, which is why today I am imploring them as the local elected representative that this application is denied, and we get back to putting the interests of Canada and the Canadian people first, not foreign-owned corporations.
For 100 years, those two dams at Powell Lake and Lois Lake generated electricity that supported thousands of Canadian jobs, powering the local paper mill and keeping the lights on in the community. Then came Brookfield. Through its subsidiary Powell River Energy Incorporated, part of Brookfield Renewable, they bought control, first in part, and then fully by 2013. But here's where it gets cozy and concerning. Brookfield doesn't just want to maintain local power production. Nope. They have applied to export up to 700,000 megawatt hours of that power every year to the U.S. in a 30-year deal. And according to local and community groups, they already have been exporting all the electricity generated from those dams since the nearby mill shut down in 2021. Here's the kicker. PREI's parent company, Brookfield Renewable, is based in Bermuda, a well-known tax haven jurisdiction. That means a lot of the profit from power that's literally made in British Columbia may not be taxed here. Community advocates say it's a structure designed to maximize profit, not to power local people. And guess who once led this big-time investor? Mark Carney. Yes, that Mark Carney. The same guy who's been praised as a green economy champion. But his old company? It's now trying to ship Canadian electricity south, profiting off our natural resources, while many locals are left watching their power flee across the border. Meanwhile, the TLME Nation and the people of Powell River are fighting back. They're saying, this isn't just about dams or power. It's about community, sovereignty, and fairness. Local voices argue that the original purpose of these dams, to power the mill and support local life, is being replaced by export deals that benefit corporate shareholders, not residents. So let's make one thing very clear. This isn't a green transition story. It's a corporate power grab. Brookfield isn't just building clean power. It's extracting clean power from a small community and sending the profits and the electricity mostly somewhere else. And all along, the local people who once depended on that power, they're watching their legacy be sold off, and they're demanding their say. Because they know, as we all should, when a megacorp owns your dams, your economy, and your exports, you're no longer just a community. You might just be their resource. If you think that's okay, think again. It's time to shine a light. It's time to hold Brookfield accountable. And it's time we all asked, who's really winning when our power is no longer ours? Thanks for watching. This is not CBC. If you like what we show you, please hit that follow button. It truly means a lot to us.